This will be my most nervous Tesla road trip ever. After driving all the way from Germany to the south of Spain, it's time to go on a boat to Africa. I never drove in Africa before, and my Tesla car insurance situation is, let's put it this way, a little bit shaky outside of Europe. But hey, you only live once, so let's go, let's get it. Africa, baby! Kojo is back! Road trip, baby! We go to Africa now. We are at the parking lot of the airport. I just picked him up in Malaga. We have a great mood, we are in a good mood, and this is where the ship will leave tomorrow. Have you bought a ticket for the ship? No. Nobody's thought of it.
My biceps.
But the biceps. Okay, that will help. Okay, so there's a supercharger, which is great. So we will just charge the car fully now before we figure out the ticket situation and how we go to Africa tomorrow. But it's good to start with a full battery. Does this make sense?
Yes.
How was your flight? Do you have a passport now?
I have everything. I forgot it home.
For
one second, it could have been possible. I didn't need it to get here, right?
Yeah.
I mean, let's check.
Let's check first.
Just double checking.
God help me with my friends.
There it is.
Wow! Looking good. We're going to the supercharger in Algeciras, and we saw that there's boats from Algeciras, but also from Tarifa down here. And there's a book that both of us really like. It's called The Alchemist.
The Alchemist.
So The Alchemist in English, right?
Yep.
And we think that the hero of the book takes his journey from Tarifa to Africa. And we want to be like him, follow the footsteps, find the shots,
the treasure.
So we're gonna go to Tarifa after we go to supercharger. Do you have anything to add?
I think we'll find it.
The treasure?
The treasure.
The treasure. Here they will earn some money from us. How much? €7.85. Africa, on y va. Money they want again. More money. Supercharger Algeciras looks new. Ooh, very pretty.
So, I gotta be honest, Alex is in the shower and I'm a little bit scared going to Africa. I was the one who told him, I don't know, driving to Africa with a Tesla? I'm not so sure. And obviously I have half African roots, and my dad always told me like horror stories of how you should never say your name or someone will kill you on the street. So, you know, I don't know. It leaves an impression of, be careful. But don't misunderstand me, because I am excited. I think it will be probably a better outcome in the end than that. And it will probably be very cultural and fun.
This should be the ferry that takes us to Africa. I've never been more nervous for a road trip than today.
Why?
Because we're going to Africa, bro. We have to go to the passport check soon. But yeah, I'm just thinking about like my charging strategy also in Morocco. Kojo has never been to Africa before. He's half African, obviously, and I've been there 3 times, and his view of Africa is not so good, and I really want to make a great travel experience for him as well. So I need to make sure that the charging thing is always taken care of. So I think the first destination is a charging station. So far in Europe, it was so comfortable to drive here with the superchargers. Sure, in the south of Spain, there are not as many as we have in the central part and the northern part of Europe, but it was still okay. Now in Africa, there's not so many charging stations, obviously, but I will just adjust by going to like almost every charging station and always fill up, and never let the battery go like say below 100 kilometers maybe. In Germany, I go into the reserve sometimes, and I'm not worried because there's so many charging options. And in case something would happen, you can call help, and it's easy, and I speak the language, and I have my insurance, blah blah blah. Here it's going to be more difficult probably, so I will really make sure that we have always a full battery. That's my goal, so it's also comfortable for him, and we can focus on making good cultural experiences, seeing nice sights, meeting new people, and have a good time in Africa. This is so exciting. I'm obviously a little bit nervous driving here. Traffic is dense, people are driving more aggressively, and show the roundabout now. So this is the third roundabout we're taking. And the roundabouts, like usually in Europe, you wait until there's an opening, you go in the roundabout, and then you get to drive however many lanes you want, kind of. Here you have to fight for your right to be in the roundabout. No, it actually, okay, that's good. Okay, there was no craziness going on.
Except for all the honking.
Some guy lost his shoe. People honking. Okay, well, still kind of normal-ish. You don't need helmets apparently when you drive here on a motorcycle. So yeah, it's just yeah, you gotta be focused. You also have to be like a little bit courageous and brave and fight for your spots, fight for your right on the street. And yeah, I'm just trying to adjust. And yeah, we're going to a supercharger now. We're going to a supercharger here. That's the goal. And this guy is filming us. Let's say hi. Yo, check this out. There's a Porsche Taycan Turbo in front of us. This is like the coolest car, the coolest electric car there is. Yo, I thought we were cool here in a Tesla, and this dude is driving a Porsche Taycan.
Is it special?
It's the best. I love it. Like, it's my favorite electric car. Okay, so the supercharger apparently is next to the Hilton Hotel. Nice. Damn it. This is my first African charging experience. And these superchargers are pretty new. And when I saw it, that there are superchargers in Africa, my brain immediately went to road trip, let's go to Africa. And now I'm here charging at the first African supercharger here in the north of Morocco. This is super cool. So apparently Tesla went for the Generation 2 superchargers, not the Gen 3 ones, where it's only CCS cable. I'm not sure why. Maybe so also other people with the Type 2, like an old Model S, can charge you without having the adapter. Or maybe it's better to build them because they don't give out 250 kilowatts, only 150. Let's see if they do. Let's see what it says. Okay, no, we are at 74 only, which is fairly slow to be honest. But it should do 150. So it should be capable of doing 150. We're doing 70. Okay, but we're also pretty full. So now we're gonna charge like a lot, just so we feel good about this. The next supercharger is kind of far away, and we just want to be really safe with our range. And we are hungry too. How do you like Africa, huh? Not bad.
It's fine so far.
Yeah, so far so good. Let's go to Rabat supercharger. We came from here, parked there, and this is the first of many tagines. Oh yeah. I've had a great meal and Kojo just keeps feeding the cats. Paid 10 euros and it was tasty. Now we're thinking about buying fruits there or maybe just leaving for Marrakesh because it's still a long drive to be honest. So probably let's just get back on the road and hustle it out. Now it makes sense. There were two cars that gave us like the light signal, and I was like, why? What's going on? Something wrong with my car? No. Like, you want to say hello? No, that wouldn't make sense. Somebody else did it. But they warned us that there's a radar control, and then there was like just randomly in the middle of the street, like in the middle of nowhere, there was like 3 policemen, and apparently we were doing the speed limit, so it was fine. We're not going too fast, but it still stopped us and say, "Where are you from?" So Germany. And we're like, Germany. Okay, off you go. So that was fine. But yeah, so there's only the speed limit is 60. 60. That's crazy. Look at the street. Streets are perfectly fine. Like, I could go easily 100 here, like this guy is about to do. But then again, they do check for the speed limit, and I don't know really where they post up, so I don't want to get in trouble. So let's do 60 or 70-ish. Even though, as a German, I think it's perfectly fine to go way faster. Let's check if the autopilot works here. Okay, good. Good. I mean, the street is very straight, so it's easy. I can see the lane markings on the right side, on the left side, not so much, just a little bit. But the car sees them on both sides, so I guess we're good. Let's see how that works. Alright, the car is now driving itself through this left turn, and it's doing a good job at it.
Alright, here we are in Casablanca.
I'm sure you butchered that pronunciation, but yeah, we are in a city on our way to Rabat, the capital city, where we can charge, and then we continue to Marrakesh. We already drove into a one-way street, unfortunately. Google Maps told us to, and there was no clear signs until like some locals were like explained it. So we turned around, of course, and no harm done. And now we're making our way through this nice-looking city. Yeah, I prefer not driving in a city because obviously there's more other cars and people on the street and things. But it is what it is. So there's no big highways that connect the cities. We are driving for about 3 hours to Morocco now, and I must say the streets are good. Most of the time you can only go 60 or 80. Okay, sure, now we're in a village, I get it. For like 10 minutes we were allowed to go 100. And now the problem is that there's a big truck and we have to all overtake him, and sometimes like they're really risky when they overtake other cars. I've seen, oh look, this is crazy. You see this? You see this? You see? Oh my god. Wow, disgusting. So the oncoming traffic had to really slow down for it not to be an accident. Like that's what I mean. Like that, sometimes they just go, and they don't have like as much power as like a Tesla would have. So I can just like shoot past the car I want to overtake. So I've already seen a couple of times where the 3 cars had to be like next to each other. So the oncoming traffic moves over to the left side basically, and the car that gets overtaken to the right side, and then the car that wants to go faster goes in the middle. Like, I'm not trying to do that. I'm more patient, and when I overtake I have a lot of power with the Tesla. So yeah, but now it's a little bit of a challenge to overtake the red truck. That's a cool red light. Even the pole is red. Let's see if it turns green too. Cool. Oh, let's go. Everything turned green. Yo, that is a special light. Nice one, Morocco. Innovating lights. This is Rabat, the capital of Morocco, and the supercharger is somewhere there, and it's really time that we go to supercharger. Not really because of the battery, because of my energy level. I just drove 4 or 5 hours, sometimes challenging driving situations, and I need a little break. But so far so good, like really cool driving here. Like look at the wall, the sun is shining, and every person that we talked to in the restaurant like was cool. Sometimes, you know, language barrier, they're friend. Like I'm speaking better French than most people here, surprising enough. Kind of proud, but also, you know, it's hard to communicate then. Let's see. Supercharger. Oh man, we're so dumb. On my phone, on Google Maps, I put that I don't want the phone to use highways. I don't know why. No idea why that option was activated. So apparently we could have gone way faster than this, but we took the slow roads. It was a nice route, so I mean, I don't really regret it. We saw something of the country, but there are highways that would work faster. Let's use those, because it's still over 300 kilometers to go to Marrakesh, so it will still take a lot of time, and the sun's going down in an hour. Good news is we charged enough again to continue our journey now on the highway. I feel extra silly now. Look at these roads. Morocco highway is awesome. 3 lanes, great lane markings. Surface is really good. Like, it's just a really good highway, and you can go 120. And what do? We go super slow on weird roads. It was interesting to see, but you know, I feel silly that there are these roads and we didn't know. But now we know. Now we use them, and we go to the next supercharger on the really good, fast Morocco highway. I mean, fast after I take over this guy. Okay, there had to be a downside. Apparently, it costs money. Off we go, 23 dirham. Got a pile of cash in my hand now. So there's a little accident, and I mean, the last 5 minutes have been so crazy in Casablanca, like you would not believe. So crazy driving here in the city. Supercharger, supercharger. Oh. Yo, to be honest, Casablanca so far is not my cup of tea. The supercharger, I know, random location, don't like it that much. Now we're down here for 20 minutes, okay. But the traffic, yo, these people are going crazy on the road. On the highway, it was fine. Like when traffic got a little bit dense, then some people started pushing it, but it still was like not too crazy. But then, like in the city, people are so aggressive, and like the people that are walking, they just try to cross the street, and once like this guy just disappeared out of nowhere, and like we almost hit him, and then he jumped to the side. Like it was his fault though. But then we saw this little motorcycle against car accident, and then like when lights turn red, they just keep driving for like 3 or 4 seconds, and then but the other ones already have the green light, so then they're just both going, and then like whoever stops first lost. It's just like, I'm not gonna stop, me neither, and then somebody usually stops, but I'm just, you know, trying to chill, and you know, it's, I don't know. Damn. Charging stopped. Oh, what's going on? Charging stopped. Why? Let's try this. Try again. Starting to charge. Come on. Okay. So we try this one. Come on. Come on. Green. Go green, baby. Yes. Yes. I really don't want to run into charging problems here. Here we go. Yes. The car next to us, super nice guy, is a local, told me that the superchargers are fairly new and that they're still free to use, and that there's even a few other Tesla drivers in Casablanca. He also said Casablanca is not so pretty, which I agree. Traffic is crazy. Said Marrakesh is the better destination, so I think we're doing the right thing driving there. And I'm trying to keep the car intact because I don't have insurance when my car gets hurt. I mean, if someone else damages my car, their insurance should pay. Not sure how well that would work if I have to talk to Morocco insurance. So I don't want that to happen. And if I am guilty, then the damage on my car is on me. So yeah, let's go to Marrakesh. guys, just so you get a taste of the streets here. Here on the right, there's motorbikes. They're going 130, no helmet, no lights. I heard them before I saw them. And they're going fast and overtaking people without lights and helmets. Jeez. Money time. It was 80 dirhams, so $8. Okay, so we parked the car in a kind of public space, but it seems safe, and the traffic was so wild. But then we came to this nice place. Just feel so comfortable, so nice, and we got a tea, and then we walked through the city, saw the big space, but now it's just we drove 15 hours, so time to go to bed. 3,700 kilometers from Munich to Morocco to Marrakesh. This is so insanely cool. Everything worked with the charging stations overall. What?
I thought you said, this is so insane, Nico. Like, who's Nico? This is so insane, Nico.
Wait, let's go to bed. Talk about this tomorrow.
I don't know why Kojo's laughing. This road trip was insanely cool, and if you agree, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe for more EV adventures. And there's also more Africa videos coming soon, so see ya.